Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back to it. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about a couple of different things. So this is going to be like an episode of Logan Paul's podcast Impulsive, where I go from one topic to the next. And that's basically what I do in every single video I post. The reason I'm wearing headphones is because I'm hoping the audio comes out better than it does on my phone, because for some reason, y'all can probably tell, for the past couple of months, the audio on my phone, for some reason, slowly, very slowly, is starting to become shit. And I think that's because I need to get a new phone. But I don't see myself getting a new phone for like another year and a half, so I'm probably going to buy a microphone that I can connect to my phone, so I don't have to do headphones for videos. But sorry, I just got done eating those pieces of food stuck in my mouth, my teeth. But so Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. Do I think they are dating? Or let's not go there. Let's go to the beginning. Did I think that they at least hooked up when they were filming or promoting the movie Anyone But You? No, because Sydney Sweeney would have been with her fiance Lynn. If she's not now, she would have been with her fiance Lynn, and that would have been cheating on her fiance. And her fiance seems like the kind of person, if somebody cheats on him, he would cut them off. From the research I've done into him, he's a film producer, somebody like that. So I think if he was to get cheated on, he would immediately cut that person off. So don't think no cheating happened there. But now that Sydney Sweeney has posted Instagram photos, I've seen the Instagram photos, and she wasn't wearing red engagement ring, and that she was seen at Glenn Powell's sister's wedding. Do I think they're dating or hooking up or whatever now? No, I still don't think so. I don't think that Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney would ever date. And I've said this in my head from day fucking one. Would I love for them to get together? Do I want them in real life to be together? Fuck yeah! I think everyone wants Sydney Sweeney with Glenn Powell. But I think that's a dream scenario. Like, we all want those on-camera romances to come off-screen. Like, we always want that. I'm trying to think of an example of a couple that had an on-screen romance, but they never dated off-screen. I don't know why I can't think of one, except for hero Phineas Tiffin and Josephine Langford from the After movies. They never dated, and from what I can tell, never even hooked up when they were filming those movies. But everybody wanted them to date off screen, including me. But they never officially did. I don't even think they hooked up even. So, there are people who have on-screen romances but never date off-screen. And this is going to be one of those people, whatever you want to call it, that never do. So, I know everybody's probably hoping that Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell will eventually start dating, whether it be a year down the line or 5 years down the line. Even if Sydney Sweeney is single. y'all could be hoping that maybe she gets sad one day, she just goes running to him because she's sad about her breakup, and that's how they get together. I don't think that's how that's gonna go down if they were to get together. One, it would be smart for Sydney Sweeney, if she really wanted to date Glenn Powell, to wait a good year or two before she attempted to date him. Let this situation that she's got going on right now, where the internet's going crazy because one, she was seen not wearing her engagement ring multiple times, and there's been reports that she moved out of her fiance's home. We don't have no actual evidence of her not living with her fiance, though, I don't think. We just have evidence of their wedding being called off. The engagement wasn't called off, it was just the wedding that was called off. And her not wearing engagement ring. Now, from what the internet knows, Glenn Powell is single. I believe if he was dating someone, I don't know, I think Sydney Sweeney could have still come to his sister's wedding if he was dating someone. At the same time, I don't think she would have came if he was dating someone. I don't know, that's just a messy situation. If I don't know, because then it's just like, well, if she is with her fiance, she still went to Glenn Powell's sister's wedding, so there's that. One of them is still in a relationship, so that's kind of weird if Sydney Sweeney is still with her fiance. I don't know what's going on. I do believe that, like 65% of me believes that her and her fiance have broken up, called off the engagement. I don't believe they've broken up. I believe they called off not just the wedding, but the engagement altogether. They're still together. They're still trying to figure out how to make it work. Just the engagement's off. And from what I read, the reason they called out the wedding part of it was because Sydney Sweeney's fixing to get busy with filming movies and just life in general. That I believe the wedding was going to be in May. The wedding was going to be in May. That there was just going to be no time for her to get married, to have the wedding. But I'm like, if you really wanted to get married to this person, you would have made, I don't know, you would have found a way to still get married in May. You would have found a way to make some room, some time. Because getting married, that's a big thing. So, I do believe something's going on. That some issues are going on there with her and her fiance. I do hope, because I do like her and her fiance together. But at the same time, I do like the idea of Sydney and Glenn Powell potentially getting together. The problem is, like, I want it to work out with her and her fiance. I don't want that relationship to be just like a wasted time of a relationship for it to just not work out. I know sometimes it's not love wasted, it's not that kind of a situation, but I don't want it to feel like that. You see, I hate celebrity relationships because most all of celebrity relationships, except for under like 20 relationships, actually work out. Like Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, they're still together. Like they've been together for over, I want to say, over 30 years. So there is relationships in Hollywood that actually do last. It's just not that many, especially nowadays. And I just hate the thought of Sydney Sweeney going through this heartbreak, because I want that girl to be happy. I love Sydney Sweeney. Love Glenn Powell. So it sucks. But that's my thoughts on Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell. I did film a YouTube short earlier today. Oh, I'm hoping y'all are seeing this video today. aka Monday, I filmed a YouTube short where I talked about TikTok ban. I'll talk a little bit more about that. I'm hoping and praying TikTok doesn't get banned, because if TikTok does get banned, CapCut will also get banned, and if that does happen, I will once again, like I was in January, be out of a job. I believe it was January when TikTok first got banned. I will be out of a job because CapCut is the only editing app that I use, that I know how to use, and that won't crash my laptop and set it on fire because it crashed. So if CapCut was to get banned, or TikTok was to get banned, CapCut would get banned along with it. So Donald Trump has come out and said if he needed to extend that deadline on TikTok being banned, he would. So I'm just gonna hope and pray that that man does what he says he will. I just want somebody to have bought TikTok within, or made actions to attempt to buy TikTok within the next 2.5 weeks. Because I'm sick of this being on my conscience. It's been on my conscience since he even signed the executive deal order, what do you want to call it. It's been on my mind since then. It's been on my mind ever since, I want to say, December, when it was first announced that this is really gonna happen. And then it happened in January for under like 2 or 3 days. So yeah, hoping, praying that somebody buys TikTok. If I had to choose a person to have bought in TikTok, I've always said this, I hope it is Mr. Beast. Because I feel like he knows more about social media than what Elon Musk fucking does. Because Mr. Beast, he posts YouTube videos he tries to on a weekly fucking basis, or at least once a month. You don't see Elon Musk posting a fucking YouTube video as often as Mr. Beast does. Does Elon Musk even post YouTube videos? I don't think he does. Mr. Beast posts more frequently on social media than Elon Musk. And Mr. Beast is always thinking about YouTube. We know that because he said that multiple times in interviews and in podcasts and stuff. He's always thinking about YouTube. Elon Musk is probably always thinking about his business, not YouTube, not social media. So, I'm hoping and praying that Mr. Beast is the person that buys TikTok. Now, what he does with having an app like TikTok, who knows what he does with it. But hopefully he keeps TikTok mostly the same. And if he needs to change something, he only changed something like a security issue, or hopefully he doesn't mess with the algorithm part of the app. And I don't think he would if he was the one to buy TikTok. But if he was the one to buy TikTok, I don't think he would touch CapCut, because he wouldn't know what to do with an editing software. Like, if he was to touch CapCut, I think he would just make CapCut more advanced and make it more difficult for people to use. So, just hope he doesn't do that, because I need CapCut to stay easy and understandable to use. But that's the two topics I wanted to talk about in this video: Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney and TikTok ban. But I'm gonna bring this video to a close here. I hope and pray that the audio came out good and nice, since I use headphones. But I'm gonna go edit this video, so y'all are seeing this video today on Monday. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, guys. Bye. Okay, guys, so probably under 10 minutes later, I opened Instagram and I screenshotted it, I put it on my TV. Sydney Sweeney reportedly called off her engagement. Let me re-say that. Sydney Sweeney reportedly called off her wedding Sources tell People, aka People magazine, she did not feel right about it. And here's the caption of the thing. Actress Sydney Sweeney has called off her engagement with Jonathan Davino, ending their relationship that began in 2018 and led to a 2022 engagement. According to a source cited by People, aka People magazine, Sweeney felt overwhelmed by the prospect of marriage. Hang on, I need to take a drink of water. According to a source cited by People, Sydney Sweeney felt overwhelmed by the prospect of marriage and chose to focus on her career instead. Despite the split, the source emphasized that there was no lack of love between them. Sweeney simply wants to prioritize her flourishing career at this time. And this was posted by Rap Instagram page, aka RAP, Rap Instagram page. I follow them and they posted that like 35-ish minutes ago. So Sydney Sweeney, I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm gonna cry. Because I really wanted it to work with her fiance, or her ex-fiance now. Sydney Sweeney is now single. I'm processing. Like, I'm having the process on camera. So, like, give me a second. Just now realizing how, bad I wanted it to work between her and her fiance. Yeah, now there's that chance of Sydney and Glenn Powell getting together is like 1% higher of them getting together, because now they're both fucking single. Sydney Sweeney is now fucking single. Oh my god. Sydney Sweeney. You know how many DMs she's probably getting in that Instagram account of hers? Probably like a ton now that people are finding out she's single. Like, men are probably, because we know Sydney. She's hot. And I bet people are just DMing her left and right now. Yikes. To be in those Instagram DMs. But yeah, it does. It is a sad situation because it's the end of a fucking relationship. They've been together what? Relationship that began in 2018. So it's 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. That's a 7-year relationship. 7. That's a lot of years. I mean, most Hollywood relationships only last to about the 6 to maybe 9-year mark. So if Sweeney and Jonathan Davino were gonna break up, now would be the time, and they did, because they were hitting that mark where celebrity couples break up. Why do I want Sydney Sweeney and Jonathan Davino to be right person, wrong time more than I want Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney to end up together? I don't know why. I'm always the person who, like, the summer I turned pretty. I feel like there's not that many people that want Belly and Conrad to end up together. Like, I'm always on the side of the plate where I feel like I'm the person who, not that many people want that person to end up with so-and-so person, like Belly and Conrad. So of course I would feel this way about Sydney Sweeney and Jonathan Davino. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was going to edit this video. Like, CapCut froze for a second, so I'm like, well, that's frozen while I wait for that to unfreeze, because it does that. It does that for about 30 seconds, so then unfreezes. Let me open Instagram and just scroll. And that was the very, very, very first post I seen. Oh my god. Why is it always the first post I see that I find out some, like, sad shit? Like, that's the way I found out about, Liam Payne dying. Oh wait, no, I think that was a YouTube video. Matthew Perry dying. That was a YouTube video. Why can't I, the person who played Gunther. I found out he died from the very first post on Instagram. I open Instagram and the first thing I see is he died. I remember that vividly. But oh my god. Yeah. Jonathan Davino and Sydney Sweeney are no more. They called off the engagement, called off the relationship. They are now broken up. They are now no longer one, and now two. I just hate the thought of Sydney Sweeney she probably really wanted it to work, but just had this feeling, like the caption said of the Instagram post, that she wanted to focus on her career. She's not ready for that life of settling down. Now, Jonathan Davino, he's in like his 40s. Sydney Sweeney's like 28, 29 years old. So that is an age gap that most likely because of that was not gonna work, because he's ready to settle down and potentially probably have a fucking family. She's like 28, 29, not really seeing that for probably the next 6 or 7 years. So yeah, it does suck. And she probably wouldn't have realized that until they eventually, like they did, end up getting engaged and planning this fucking wedding. But this is typical when somebody gets engaged and they're like engaged to somebody who's like 41, 42, and you're like 28, 29, 30, 31, where you're just like, I'm not really in that headspace for marriage right now, or even kids. So yeah, yeah. Kinda seen this coming from a mile away. I just hope it wasn't true. But this video is longer than hell now. But yeah, Jonathan Davino and Sydney Sweeney are no more. I'm gonna go. Peace, guys.